everybody. So as you know, my name is Kianti Ayshea and this is Blue Aura Healing Guidance and Tarot. Happy new moon. Let us go ahead, jump right into this reading, y'all. Let us see what the messages are that Spirit has here for you on today. I said happy new moon. Look, process your feelings, howl at the moon. Ooh, and it's a wolf. Let us see, y'all, what the messages are that Spirit has here for you on today. Please do keep in mind, y'all, these are general messages. Only take what resonates with you and leave the rest. If you say, I heard this before, it sounds familiar. Well, there's always new people coming in, and not to mention, until something changes, nothing changes. So you might hear some of the same things, okay? Keep that in mind. Prayerfully, things have shifted, things have changed. There's been ascension going on. There's been healing. We have the moon's moment, synchronicity. Yep. All right, synchronicity. You might be having or experiencing a lot of synchronistic moments, okay? Synchronicity everywhere. Angel numbers, their name, you know, favorite song, their car, things that you enjoy, you keep seeing, okay? We have moon goddess, higher power. Yeah, you're certainly connected to a higher power. You as divine feminine are connected to the moon, okay? The moon is connected to our intuition, our emotions. So I feel like at this time, Spirit is telling you to tune up, okay? That's what I'm hearing, tune up, okay? Like, make sure that you're checking in with your emotions. How is it that you feel? Why? Okay? Trust your intuition. Stop doubting yourself, things like that. All right? We have embrace uncertainty. Yeah, because you might say, well, I'm able to know this, but I'm not able to know that. And Spirit is telling me this, but Spirit won't tell me that. Spirit is going to give you access to what Spirit feels like you can handle at the time. So never more, never less. Okay? Just trust what it is that you feel. Again, we have forgiveness. Something here about forgiveness. Forgiving yourself, you know, for allowing somebody to play with you. Forgiving somebody for playing with you. All right? Or not taking the connection as serious as they should have. All right, you're cleansing yourself, cleansing your energy, cleansing your aura, cleansing your home, cleansing your car, cleansing your business, cleansing everything, okay? Watch for signs. Some of you are getting, like I said, a lot of those signs. Synchronicity, okay? Thank you, Spirit. What are the messages for feminine? All right, we have meant to be, okay? Whatever will be, will be. What's meant to be will happen. What's meant for you will be yours. These are things that we already know, so we don't have to stress. But in that moment, right, sometimes people like to stress, even though they know all of that, okay? So again, Spirit is telling you, avoid the drama. It's not necessary. You already know what's going to happen, as in what's meant for you will be yours, as in if it's in alignment with you, it will happen. So there's no need in stressing. There's no need in doubting. Also, trust divine timing. Okay, that kind of thing. Self-regulation. All right, some of you might be doing things to help get yourself back on track. Like I said, check in with you. How is it that I feel? Why do I feel this way? Is it a good feeling or a not so great feeling? What can I do to get more of that feeling if it's great? What can I do to avoid that feeling if it ain't? Okay. That type thing. I feel like somebody is enchanted by you. Everything you do, everything you say, everything you wear, it's just you. Okay? Everything about you. You ain't got to do nothing, honey. You could just wake up. Ain't even brush your teeth yet. They just love you. Okay? You can get up, put on anything. Don't even have to match. They still think it's bomb. Because you put it on. Alright? That type thing. Spirit wants for you to take it easy. Take a breath. Alright? Understand that you are divinely protected. There's protection all around you. Okay? There's protection all around you in the spiritual and in the physical. I feel like you may sometimes assume you're alone. I'm speaking to someone very specific because it's coming out just like this. All right? Sometimes you might assume you're alone. You're not. All right? I guarantee you that if anything were to ever pop off, you would have miraculous aid. And you're like, where did this come from? Where does... Spirit, you're never alone. Also, keep in mind that things that are in spiritual form eventually materialize. We have spirit guides. sometimes your spirit guides will come into physical form simply to assist you. Okay. We have yin moon, accept help. There you go. Some of you are really tapping into that soft girl energy right now. All right. Soft energy, soft girl energy. Take it as it applies, because we already know that not every feminine is a female or a woman. Okay. So tapping into that softer side, nurturing yourself, loving on yourself, embracing all of who you are, being vulnerable, tapping into your emotions, all things feminine. All right. All things feminine. We have transformation. Yeah, you're transforming. All right. As within, so without. You're transforming. Okay. Again, what's meant to be will be. This sounds very much so all about you. But yes, we are here for a love reading. I feel like the reason Spirit is making it about you is because, first of all, we're talking about the moon, new moon. All right. Moon is feminine. All right. So tap in, boo. Tap into that moon magic. All right. Tap into that moon power. You are a moon goddess. That's what it says. You're moon called. Okay. So the moon is calling you, feminine. If you're a true divine feminine, yes, it is. All right. Certainly. For sure. Okay. Embrace it. Some of you are really tapping into your sensual, sexual nature. I say that because we see both the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Wands is extremely sexy. Everybody talks about that. If it's one thing for sure, two things for certain, the Queen of Wands is sexy. Okay. Then you have the Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles is extremely nurturing and vulnerable and soft. All right. So yeah, definitely that feminine energy. Embrace it. Okay. Embrace it. Queen of Cups too. I'm about to say all the queens, really. Queen of Cups. Embrace it. Queen of Cups is emotional, spiritual. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. Oh, we have the Knight of Coins. All right. Knight of Coins is slow and steady. Somebody's coming towards you, but they're coming towards you slow and steady. This person is in their mind worried. All right, you got somebody shaking in their boots, feminine. You got somebody shaking in their boots. All right, we have the Ace of Cups. Because they want to offer you love, and they don't know how you feel about it. Divine Feminine Empress energy. They don't know how you feel about it. The Hermit. You like to stay to yourself, or you ghost the situation. All right, you haven't spoken to this person in who knows how long, okay? Who knows? Because for some of you, it's just different times. We started off with synchronicity. Synchronicity has a clock on it. Okay, so it's different times for different people. Okay. You haven't spoken to this person in God knows how long, honey. We have the Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands is all about action, passion, determination. Somebody is determined to get to you. Somebody is determined to prove themselves to you. All right. Somebody sees you as the one. Somebody that they have a special and sacred connection with. Okay. That's what I'm getting here with this Ace of Cups. Because it goes from Knight of Coins. Let me come up with a plan. Let me approach with caution to, but I'm overtaken by love. This powerful love from this moon goddess here. Okay, so now I feel determined and driven to be with this person. And let me tell you something. The right person is not going to... the right person is not going to shy away from wanting to love you, y'all. Okay, so yes, I'm reading the energies, and a lot of the time, some of the things sound absolutely wild, because it is. And if you're not a true twin, you're going to be full of judgment. You're going to think, oh my God, who would deal with that? Why would they ever? Blah, blah, blah. That's how you know who's a twin and who isn't. Because it's something that I swear I feel like you don't have no control over, even though you do. But it's a connection. It's the pull. It's the magnetism that just keeps pulling you two together. Child, y'all know that song by Chinky? Every time I try to leave, something keeps pulling me back. It's like that. It's like that, okay? So, but anyways, a masculine, your true masculine is never going to shy away from loving you, okay? No matter how hard it is, no matter how messy it gets. And what I mean is, it's easy to love you. But sometimes the circumstances and the situations that the twins be in are just not easy to deal with. And it's not going to stop them from loving you. You understand? So I feel like this person is determined, okay, to make their way to you, determined to date you, to be with you, to reunite with you. Because Three of Cups is a card of reunion. It's a card of good times, having fun, going out, letting your hair down. Some of you might work a lot, We talk about that all the time. Divine Feminine, you are the stuff. You hear me? You the stuff, boo. You are the bomb. Okay? And so it's time for you to have some fun. It's time for you to unwind. It's time for you to relax. Okay? That's how your person feels. Yeah, see, you always stressed out, girl. You always stressed out because of everything you always doing. Not just for yourself, but for everyone. So you deserve a break. You deserve some fun. Okay? That's where this person is coming from. And I agree with them. You deserve some fun. You deserve to let your hair down. See, it says accept help. This person wants to come in, express love, express passion, have a good time, make you smile, make you laugh. All right? You've been through a lot. They've been through a lot. But this person is not giving up. They're determined. This person understands and respects the way that your mind works. Palace of Swords. They also can't get you off of their mind. This person is in their head trying to figure out how they're going to communicate with you about these things. Keep in mind, today is the new moon in Gemini. Gemini is ruled by Mercury, just like Virgo. Hey, y'all. And Mercury is the planet of communication. Okay? So this new moon deals with communication. Things that we want to express. Things that we want to say. Maybe there's something you want to work on saying or expressing. Different things like that. There you can expect communication coming in from all different directions. From people maybe you haven't heard from for years. All right? But also keep in mind that new moons are the time to plant seeds, to set intentions. So perhaps the seeds that you and your person are planting are seeds of transformation. Any event that this connection is meant to be, then allow me to see the transformation within this connection. And so when you start seeing it, that'll let you know, hey, this is truly meant to be, huh? This meant to be, ain't it? Okay, that type thing. It's meant to be, won't it? All right, we have the 3 of Coins and we have the 10 of Cups. Yeah, it's meant to be. Okay, 3 of Pentacles is about cooperation and team effort, being committed and devoted to something. Okay, usually you'll see the 3 of Pentacles has 3 or more bodies on it. In this essence, it only has one person on it because it also represents you having all the skills within yourself. You don't necessarily need a whole bunch of people. You have the skills within yourself to get something done, and that's great. But this person wants to help you. Therefore, accept help. With the 9 of Wands, I feel like that's there because this person has been trying to help you. They want you to be a happier, healthier version of yourself. But if you're hyper independent and you're used to doing everything on your own, and perhaps this person has been moving in ways that you don't necessarily agree with, that's cool. But love holds you accountable. Love is going to challenge you. Love is going to sometimes feel a little uncomfortable. Because if it's real love, then they want you to be a happier, again, healthier version of self. And that comes with making some true changes. And, you know, you can't see this transformation without these changes. Okay? So that's where this person is coming from. They want to be with you. All right? We have the 4 of Wands, which is twin flame union energy. 10 of Cups, which is happily ever after. You say, well, happily ever after, what does that look like? It looks different for everybody. What happily ever after looks like for me may not look like that for you. And vice versa. Okay, so happily ever after, whatever that looks like for you, is what they want. They don't want to lose you. The idea of losing you drives them absolutely nuts. You may look at them as if they're someone you can't trust, when in fact you can. And they're doing everything in their power to show you that you can trust them. Okay? They're doing everything in their power to show you that they do want this new beginning with you. All right? And you'll know if this is not your reading. If you're like, well, they're not doing everything in their power, then it's not your reading. Okay? And it's just not. I'm not going to try to force it, and that's okay. There's other readings here on the channel. Okay? Whoever this person is determined. Okay? We have the 9 of Cups. Yeah, because you're their heart's desires and wish fulfillment. 6 of Swords, they just want everything to smooth out. They're ready for the 2 of you to get to a better state. You know, easier days, smoother conversations. 7 of Swords, you don't trust them. Okay, you don't trust them. You might have a difficult time trusting. Yeah. Because I don't see anything here that says otherwise. So you might have a difficult time trusting, okay? All right. So let us see, all right? Yeah, sometimes it's like you just have a difficult time trusting, so you can't necessarily let the person in the way that you want to. Okay. It's like the last person that said they would help didn't help. They hurt or something like that. Something like that. Okay, we have the Strength card. Strength card is all about grace. Okay. Seven of Wands, determination, standing one's ground. This person admires your grace. They admire the fact that you have this energy inside you, but you tame that. Okay, just because you feel a certain way doesn't mean that you have to express it to the world. Okay, especially if it's a negative or not so great emotion. But this person is determined, again, to show you that this is really what they want. This is where they want to be. They may feel like, hey, this is meant to be. You know, I feel like we were brought together by a higher power. Okay, Palace of Coins. And I'm ready to make this a real thing. I'm ready to stabilize our connection. The Star card. This is like an answered prayer of theirs, you know. Seven of Pentacles. So for some of you, like, you know, I don't want to invest my time, my energy, effort into a situation that's not going to go anywhere, but it is. It's meant to go somewhere. Okay, but it requires work on both sides. Three of Pentacles. It requires teamwork. It requires a collaborative effort. This person can show you that they care about you all day long, but if you're not receptive to what they're giving, or if you're not putting in any work of your own because you're afraid that you can't trust it, then how are they going to know that this is secure for them? Security is apparently important to the both of you. Palace of Coins. So they're determined to show you this is something you can trust. The Chariot. Chariot is overcoming obstacles and challenges. Some of you are getting a new car. Congratulations. Okay, so you're celebrating that. This person is possibly getting a new car, going to pick you up in it. All right, with the Chariot and the Three of Cups. Take you out. Okay, have a good time. The Sun connected to masculine energy. Okay, so this could be masculine. You know, they're like, your chariot awaits. You know, let me take you off into the night. Let's do what we do, how we do it. Okay, and it doesn't have to be nasty. Okay. Three of Cups is going out having fun. You have the Five of Wands. Remember that? Avoid drama. And the Eight of Pentacles. Perhaps there was things connected to the masculine that were preventing the two of you from coming together. Like other people's opinions, judgments of family and friends, etc. Okay. So let's say this is just an example. When you hear me say stuff like that and you're like, what do you mean judgment by their family and friends? Let me give you an example. A person could be Caucasian, right? And you not Caucasian. You black. She was black as the night, right? You black. And they family's just not into that. Okay? So they like, no, you will not be dating such and such. Okay? We not doing that. Vice versa. Any other race or ethnicity. Okay? It could be something like that. Where it's just, you know, different cultural backgrounds, different upbringings, different tax brackets. Okay? The list goes on and on and on and on and on. Okay? As to why they didn't want to push that envelope. They didn't want to push that button. Listen, our family is important. Our elders are important. These are things that we know, right? We know that. Are we here to live our lives for them, though? No. And if you thought I was going to say yeah, no, we're not here to live our lives for them, okay? Yes, that's our family. Yes, it's important to respect them. Yes, we can learn a lot from them because they were here before us. They were here longer. They know some things. They done experienced some things. But we are here to have our own experience. Okay? So a lot of the time people will say, well, you know, it's important to be in a relationship. You have to have your family support. No. Okay? No, you don't. All right? I feel like it would be ideal to have your family support. That's what we all want. You would want that, right? But if they don't want what you want, okay, you can't. Okay, that's like, for example, again, we all want our family support. All right, you will. Let's say you have a very specific career path that you want to follow. Your family don't want you to do that. They want you to do something else. Doesn't mean you have to do that something else just because they don't support what you want to do. And 10 out of 10 times, a lot of time, I can't say 10. I'm going to say 8 out of 10. Because a lot of people will go with what their family wants them to do, sadly. But if you want to do a different career, you'll do that. Let's say you want to be a marine biologist, but your family wants you to be a police officer. You say, no, I really want to be a marine biologist. Well, you go ahead and be a marine biologist. Doesn't mean they're going to stop supporting you, stop loving you, stop caring about you. No. But a lot of the time when it comes to your relationship, people act funny. If you don't go with the relationship they want you to go with, you don't do the thing they want you to do as far as that, they will act funny. They will treat you weird. Because when you get into a relationship, you're not just in a relationship to play around. 10 out of 10 times you're in a relationship for something long term. Okay? You get in that relationship for eventually having a family. They may not want to have grandchildren that are a certain ethnic background. You know what I mean? Or stuff like that. It goes deep, y'all. So all of that stuff right there comes into play. Person could have previously been afraid of what these people were going to think. Could have previously, hit the brakes because of what these people might think. Okay? You could be an El Salvadorian trying to date a black girl. Your parents said, who? Okay? Just throwing these random examples out there, y'all. Okay? Shoot, sometimes they have black skin just like you and they still be racist because they something else. You know what I'm saying? So it be like that. All right? It be like that. But this person is coming after you anyway. They want what they want. That's what I'm hearing. They want what they want. They want who they like. And you just so happen to be who they like, who they love. And they feel like you're their heart's desires, wish fulfillment. They're not going to let nobody stand in the way it is. If that was something that happened in the past, I don't think it's going to happen again. All right, I'll tell you that right now. This person is determined. Yeah, we got the Knight of Swords. That's what I'm saying. We went from the Knight of Pentacles, that's the only reason I feel that they, even hit the brakes in the first place. It's because they're like, well, my family and friends. Child, the Spirit sat them down and was like, what are you talking about? Your family and friends. Okay? What are we talking about? And for all my Bible thumpers out there, because you guys know I love me a good word, okay? For all my Bible thumpers out there, how many stories in the Bible where people had to leave home? How many stories in the Bible? Okay, so we not even about to act like it's not a story as old as time, okay? Your parents and family not always going to agree with everything you're doing, but you can still overcome those challenges. When they see that the person is good to you, good for you, and it's something they consistently see, they eventually gonna hop on board. And if they don't hop on board, guess what? You think they gonna ignore their grandbabies or whatever you talk about later on down the line? No. And if they do, that's on them. That's something they'll regret. That's something they have to deal with. That's not something the two of you should allow to stop you from coming together. Queen of Pentacles, when they really, really want to work with you. They really see themselves wanting to be with you, have a family with you. Because the Queen of Pentacles is not just somebody that's great with business and a good nurturer. She's a homemaker. She's a mom. Then we have the Six of Cups, which is childhood or children. Nostalgia, past life memories. Maybe in a past life, the two of you had a family. They remember these things or something. They're like, I don't know where or how I feel like you my child's mother, but that's how I feel. Because in a past life, perhaps you were. Okay? Perhaps you were. Perhaps you did have children together. All right? Yeah, we got the Queen of Cups, the other motherly card. The Queen of Wands, they're so drawn to you. The Moon. They like, even if they attempted to hide their attraction, it doesn't work because they're discontent with any and everything else. They feel like the two of you have such a good time together. For some of you, there could have been a third party involved. Not all of you. And that situation is empty. It's dull. It has no depth. It serves no purpose. This person feels Three of Swords, Ten of Wands without you. They think about you all day long. Okay, Queen of Swords. You're all the queens. You're an empress. They already know that. But they feel like the two of you are a match. The things that they care about, you care about. The things that you value, they value. What's important to them is important to you. Okay? So, again, equally yoked. So, look, it's like this. When people see that, they're not going to be against it. You understand what I'm saying to you? Love always wins. But I feel like this person was initially afraid of people seeing that. People knowing that. People thinking whatever they was thinking. They were controlled by that. I don't feel like this person is allowing themselves to be controlled by those type of things anymore. Okay, that's just not what I'm seeing here in this reading. This person is determined to come to you, determined to prove themselves, determined to prove that the two of you are a match. Okay. Let us see. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, they're heartbroken over separation, breakup with you. They don't like that. They just want to return home. They feel like the two of you are where each other belongs. Okay, that's how they feel. We have secret crush. Child. Kept it secret because they ain't know who was going to approve and who wasn't going to approve. We have change. Finances. Okay. I feel like somebody is finally reaching a level of success that they wanted to reach. Divine intervention. Spirit is stepping in. Home. Yeah, this person wants to come home. Well, they want you to come home. All right. This whole separation thing, they said it's not cute. They said it's not cute and it's for the birds. Okay. We have party and we have signs and synchronicity. More synchronicity. Yeah, so I feel like you're gonna see this person somewhere. You're gonna run into them somewhere. So I'm like, oh my gosh, you know, you could have tried to avoid them for a really long while now. You ain't gonna be able to avoid them much longer. All right, if you're getting some weird friend requests on social media, that could be them. I just saw friends and social media. Okay. Some of you may have a lot of mutual friends on social media. We have romantic feelings. Yeah. The reason they have all these deep feelings for you is because, again, they feel like you're their heart's desires, wish fulfillment. You make them truly happy. Okay. You make them truly happy. We have spiritual awakening and ghosted. Yeah. I feel like you ghosted the situation. You disappeared or you just got really, really silent. Okay, this is what's bringing forth this transformation. You got tired of repeating the same cycle over and over again. You were ready for growth. You were ready for change. And because you felt like it wasn't happening in the connection, you decided to separate yourself and continue to grow on your own. You like, if it's meant to be, it'll be. You know, I'm not about to stress this. Okay, we have mystery again. So in this person's mind, it could have been like, did you find somebody else? Is that what happened here? No, it's not. You know, you just didn't know if this was worth the risk, if this was worth the how do I put this? I don't want to say effort. My finger hurt, y'all, so don't worry about this. I'm not going to say effort. I will say this, though. Going in loop-de-loops and just not seeing any progress. Again, okay, period. Nobody wants to do that. So now this person has all this regret. They wish they would have moved forward with you at a certain time. They wish that they would not have looked at this as if it was solely this energy here, you know, lust, casual relationship, situationship, that type of thing. It's so much more than that. Okay, again, now this person is like, this is my home. I feel homesick. What the frick? Okay, so you can get some messages or phone calls from this person. You could expect that. It's going to be a little bit unexpected or shocking. Maybe because this person is speaking in a way that they typically don't speak. But again, all things happen according to divine will and divine timing. This person could have been dealing with addictions. They could have been in a toxic relationship that had a lot of negative things going on inside of it. They weren't thinking clearly. They were wearing this mask, hiding their true intentions and hiding their true feelings. Again, person is in regret now. Wishing they would have never done that. Hence why they're coming towards you to make this offer, to express their truth, to reveal and confess feelings. All right, this person may not say everything initially because they're trying to read you and they're trying to see what's going on with you and where you are before they really fully speak up on everything. But Spirit is like, read between the lines. Again, it's going to be a text message that comes through. All right, or a phone call, maybe a DM for some of you. We did see the social media card. Person wants to express themselves. This is what they want. They want to see this connection come back together. They want to let you know that they've changed, that they've grown, that they've evolved, and that they're feeling homesick. All right, so I feel this determination coming from this person where they just want to do any and everything they can to see this relationship transform. All right, that's what they want. They want to see this relationship transform. They want to be with you. Then we have intuition. All right, so trust your intuition. For some of you, this person has something going on with them, you know, as far as mentally that they don't really talk about. But I feel like you sense and you pick up on. Spirit wants for you to trust what it is that you feel about that. Okay. Because I feel like if for those of you, like I said, the person did have a third party, it's not like that's something they wanted to do forever or somewhere they wanted to be forever. It's somewhere they are, you know what I'm saying? Or somewhere they were, but it's not somewhere they want to stay forever. They know that it's a toxic situation. It came with a lot of addictions and different things like that. Nobody wants to keep doing the same old toxic stuff that keeps them stuck in a loop forever. Nobody wants to do that. All right. So those are the messages that I have here for you at the time. This person is coming back. They want to be a part of whatever you have going on. They want to express their truth, share with you their romantic feelings, let you know that you're the person they want to be with. For those of you, like I said, this person had a third party. They feel like they made the wrong choice. They made the wrong decision. They're in regret about that. You know, you can't take back whatever you did in the past. All you can do is make different or better decisions in the future. That's it. Okay, so that's this person wants to do, make better decisions in the present so that the two of you can have a better, brighter, healthier future. All right. So again, I pray that this helps you. I know it will. If this was your reading or you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up. And if you have not already, go ahead and subscribe. Peace and happiness.